Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so excited about today's video because I have a really fun announcement, something I've been working very hard on. And yeah, I'm super excited about that. And also we are going to be talking about 3 tips for beginners. Circling all the way back, I came in super hot. I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Andrea. I have been a full-time Etsy seller for 7 years, and this YouTube channel is where I talk about all the things I'm learning about Etsy, all the things I have learned in the past, and tips for Etsy sellers. So if that is you, I would love it if you hung out and subscribed. I am super excited about today's video because we are talking about 3 tips for beginners starting on Etsy. Before we dive into the 3 tips, I want to share with you guys something that I've been working on so hard. I am so excited about this, and it's just, anyways, yeah, I'm super stoked. I am launching my Etsy course. It's called All Things Etsy, and we seriously talk about everything you need to know about Etsy. It has 7 modules. We cover shipping, we cover SEO, we cover photography, customer service, managing your shop, goals, all those sorts of things. We talk about it all on my Etsy course. It is just such a good resource. It's something I so wish I would have had. All the things that I've learned over the past 7 years and all the things I've done wrong are covered in this course, and basically all the right way to do Etsy. And so it is just such a good resource for new sellers or veteran sellers. Honestly, we had a couple students go through with several thousand sales and they were like, this is the move. We absolutely love this course. And so basically I am putting out my course into the world and I am so excited about it. So if you are interested in learning more about Etsy and you are wanting a specific streamlined system for growing on Etsy, and it is absolutely reliable, it works, you can learn more about my All Things Etsy course in the description below. There's a link and you can learn all about it. You can read some testimonials from people who took it, all those sorts of things. You can learn more about it in the description below. So that was my super exciting announcement. I'm so thankful that I even had the opportunity at all to share that I am growing this platform talking about Etsy, and that there was enough interest to justify making a course. It just means the absolute world. And so yeah, I'm so thankful you're here, whether you choose to check out the course or not. Thank you so much. I love talking about Etsy online. I love running my Etsy business. And so the fact that I can put out a course into the world about it is just so encouraging and so exciting. So anyways, let's dive into 3 tips for beginners. I love talking to beginners because it is just such an exciting time in your Etsy business. So now diving into 3 tips for beginners on Etsy. The very first tip I have for beginners is to invest your resources, so your time and your money, into learning Etsy best practices instead of stockpiling inventory and making a bunch of new product. I know that the inclination is to invest a lot of money into your products and you should invest time. You need to have good products, and you obviously need some products to list. My grandpa always said you can't sell out of an empty wagon. But I definitely recommend spending more time and more money learning about Etsy best practices and how to get sales on Etsy, rather than putting all of your money and time into your inventory. The glorious thing of Etsy for a lot of people is that you really only need 1 item to start, because people expect it to be handmade. So it's not like you have to ship it the next day, all those sorts of things. And so I definitely recommend putting your time and money into getting the sales and learning how to get the sales, rather than stockpiling a bunch of stuff that you're not sure will sell and you don't know how to sell. So definitely recommend investing time and money into learning Etsy best practices and getting more sales, learning how to get more sales, rather than stockpiling up a bunch of inventory. The second tip I have for beginners is that testing is your best friend. You definitely want to make sure that you take on an attitude of everything that I do in my Etsy shop is a test, and all information is good, all data is good data. This means that you are testing different thumbnail types, you're testing different keywords, you're testing which products work. Duplicating listings is going to be your best friends when it comes to testing, and so you can go ahead and take your best-selling listing or a listing that you're really stoked about, list it, copy it, and try a different thumbnail, and then gather that data and say, okay, now I know that lifestyle photos work better for me than studio photos, or something like that. That is what we call testing. It's A/B testing. definitely you are going to want to make testing your best friend, and you're going to want to copy listings and gather as much information about your target market, your ideal clients as possible. The third tip I have is relevant for literally any business owner. It's relevant for any person that's trying to go after something, but especially beginners, is do not be afraid to fail. I absolutely hate that there are people in the world that can make you feel like that they're gonna judge you or mock you if you fail, and I hate that that stops people from starting a business. You have to get over that in order to do it, and you will be better for it. Absolutely forget what people are gonna say. They aren't paying that much attention to you anyway, I promise. And do not be afraid to fail. At the very least, you can encourage yourself with something that you tried, something that other people didn't try, and that is such an incredible thing to do, is to try and try and try and try. So I definitely don't want you to be afraid of failing. Don't be afraid of trying new things, of taking on new challenges. The worst that happens is that you fail, and then you gather that data, that you use it as a test, and you move forward and you keep growing your business. Do not be afraid to fail in your business. If you need someone to encourage you, I am here. Like, I want you to start, and I want to see Etsy sellers do amazing, amazing things. So don't be afraid to fail. That is definitely a tip that all beginners and all business owners need to hear. I hope that any beginner watching this has found this video as a source of encouragement. I really, really appreciate it that you guys have made it an opportunity at all for me to make a course and launch it. I am so excited. My energy is super high in this video because I love talking about beginner tips, and I also love and so stoked that I got to launch my course. Thank you so much for being here. If you are interested in growing on Etsy, that is what we talk about around here. I share a ton of stuff for free, a ton of free information. And so if you're interested in growing on Etsy, we talk about that. Is the ongoing conversation, is all things about Etsy is shared here. Make sure that you check out my course in the link in the description. Again, thank you so much for being here, and I would love it if you subscribed if Etsy is what you are into. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.